When everybody's living on windmills, ain't nobody worried about the wind chill, cause to keep us warm, we got thieves and thorns, and at least one of you.
How's it going, everybody? Woolly Mammoth Gaming here, back with another video, and today is Monday, so we're going to be doing our Monday video, and I decided we would do a Final Fantasy 15 First Impressions video. I recently just got the game, and I've been playing a little bit of it. I probably have about 8 to 10 hours in, and I just wanted to give you guys my opinion, as well as some of my first experiences. So for starters, I wanted to let you guys know that this is the first Final Fantasy game that I have ever been super heavily into, and I have to say, if this is going to be my first impression of the entire Final Fantasy franchise, I definitely want to go back and replay some of the games that they had in the past, because I've never played any of them. I think the only one that I've ever played was at a friend's house, and I played a couple hours of the first Final Fantasy, and I really loved it. I loved that one a lot. I just played it at a friend's house, so I didn't get to play it fully through or anything like that, but with this one, it really does feel so solid. It feels like a good RPG, really good JRPG elements mixed with Western RPG elements, and I really love that aspect of it. The open world feeling of it, it feels really fluid, it feels really good. There's a lot of exploration, a lot of ground to cover. And the only thing that I didn't like about the exploration portion is the car. You spend a lot of time sitting in the car and just driving, and it's really repetitive and kind of boring, because the car, it's almost like on a rail, so you don't really get to drive it yourself. You can speed it up and slow it down and park and stuff like that, but you can't drive it. And I think if they would have given control to the players a little bit more, that would have been better. But it is also a very Japanese-oriented game, so that kind of element is more towards like a Japanese RPG, because I've noticed with other games that Japanese games are a little bit different. They're not exactly like Western games. I mean, Western games, they give their players full everything, you can do whatever you want. And Japanese games, they give it more of almost like the original Final Fantasy, where everything is just kind of, you have to make your own story in your mind and everything. And I really enjoy that. I think it's a fun aspect. And I think it being introduced to Western audiences a lot, like a huge amount of Western audiences, including myself, it's going to be a nice refreshment. So let's talk about the combat. Wow, the combat is so fun. I think it is really, really, really fun. It's different from any other Final Fantasy if you haven't seen gameplay of it yet. It's not turn-based like most Final Fantasies. It's more action sequence and everything. So if you like, it's kind of like hack and slash is a lot of fun, but this is different. You can actually, it's like hack and slash, but you have a team, so you can kind of choose how you want to approach it, and you have to rely heavily on team members. It's a very, very fun combat system. So lastly, let's talk about the story. The story is really good so far. It's pretty simplistic. It's not that complicated. Like everyone always talks about, oh, Final Fantasy is so complicated, but really this one isn't that complicated. It's not that hard to follow. And I've really enjoyed it so far. It's basically you are a young prince with about 4 of your other, or 3, of your other friends who are also your royal protectors. And it's basically you just going out on this journey and becoming a king, because the king previously died. And you just go out on this journey and you take back your kingdom from an enemy who has taken over your kingdom. And you get more powerful along the way, and you collect ancient weapons, and you just grow into a king. And I think that is a really good story so far. It's not too linear. There's still a lot of really good story elements and surprises within it, and I've really enjoyed the story so far. I will let you guys know, whether it be on Facebook or a YouTube video, how I like the end of the game whenever I do beat it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video for today, and if you are interested in Final Fantasy, go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about it, and if anybody has played the previous Final Fantasies, let me know how it compares. And I will see you guys in the next video. Later. 2 to the 1, 1 to the 3.